Okay, everybody, and welcome back to the Oscatro Cup 2024. We are finally here with the first official match of the weekend. It's a losers bracket matchup between Chile, the 5th seed, and Poland, the 2nd seed. Both teams performing very well to get to this point in the finals. However, one is finally going to be getting themselves on their way home after this match. Looking to be a really close matchup here. Hopefully going to be very entertaining. I am Maito, joined by Sekre. How are you doing?
I'm doing great, and I'm so happy I get to cast. This is probably going to be my last match that I get to cast, but it is going to be a banger one between Chile and Poland. These two teams, I think, probably the closest matchup that we're going to have this week, actually, between the two. I mean, you think about both the teams, and they kind of counter each other's strengths and weaknesses pretty well, all things considered.
Yep, for sure, and we've already actually done the roles, I think. So it's a DT1 ban early on here from Bubba on Poland's side, which definitely makes sense.
Yeah.
I'd say that Chile quite a bit more confident on DT than Poland. I think Poland, maybe compared to Chile, DT being a bit of a weak point for them. So I guess that makes sense, and it's going to be Mixed Mod 1 for Chile, their ban here.
Yeah, not too surprising. Maybe we could have seen something like a no mod 1 instead of a mixed mod 1 for Chile, but I think this one pretty much does the same job that a no mod 1 ban would do. It's going to be Chile's first pick as well. I'm expecting them, even though they banned mixed mod 1, they're probably going to be pretty good on mixed mod 2, especially. I think mixed mod 3 might be a little bit more challenging for them, but potential picks of Chile probably in mixed mod 2 could go into double time as well. That Poland band, probably DT3 would be, I think, their most comfortable, or DT4.
Yep, well, it's going to be a first pick for Chile here, I think, as well, it seems.
Yeah.
Winning that role, I would imagine, or at least getting the first pick. However, the sort nonetheless. And it's going to be Hard Rock 2. I'd say not a surprising pick coming down here from Lechu. Definitely makes sense, I think. I'd say that I think we mentioned on the prediction stream, or at least you did, that these teams do kind of match each other's skill sets oppositely quite well, and I think Chile are definitely quite a bit more favored on the Hard Rocks and DT, sort of reading and speed abilities, maybe a bit higher overall than Poland's, but Poland can counteract that quite well with Hidden and No Mod. So definitely a good pick here, I think, from Chile Hard Rock 2. This map though is very, very challenging. I mean, you can see the CS there. It's 6.76, I'm pretty sure. So it's precision text, basically.
Pretty much. I'm assuming we're going to be seeing, my guess for Chile is Aristiel, Smucker, and I'd assume Stark would come in instead of Pekarat. But we'll have to see. Poland, it's got to be Bob Trigon, and then I assume Madsen for this. If we don't see Faber Trigon in this, I'd be pretty surprised. I don't think this one's that too hard on the reading that they might struggle on compared to some of the other picks.
This is more a precision battle, I guess, than reading, or I guess reading does play a part in that, but it's more platter control, I guess you could say, than like base reading ability. So let's see, the very first pick is going to be super exciting of this finals weekend. We are really getting down to the very end of the tournament. I mean, there's not much to go here. There's only a couple teams left, 6 in the entire tournament, down from 32. And seems that we're finally getting into this one. The MP settings is down from Leo, which usually means the point's about to get underway. And yeah, your prediction's just right. Madsen, Fob, and Trigon going to be there for Poland. Aristiel, Stark, and Smooker for Chile. So expected lineups as we enter into Hard Rock 2, the very first map of this finals weekend.
Yeah, no hiddens on the side of Poland along with that Hard Rock. Bit surprising because usually see, Fob and Trigon the hidden players for Poland, but this one probably don't want to go hidden on CS 7.6. See one very only miss from Fob, but that's not going to mean anything in the grand scheme of things.
No, I expect that we'll see quite a few more drops out of these players. It is really, really easy to find misses on this map considering how precise you have to be, but Chile definitely going to get out to a better lead right now. All players holding their FCs well, but Aricio does drop. However, it's traded a lot more by the players on the side of Poland. Finally, there's a team drop for Chile, but they will still hold that lead.
Yeah, it's only been a few seconds already, and pretty much everybody is down. Fob being the first one to miss, now he has the biggest combo, and that's gone too. So, a little bit traded from Chile. All things a little equal. Madsen's trade getting a bit more favor for Chile here, but it's really who can get a big combo and kind of hold it down. Right now, Stark and Trigon kind of matching each other on those combos.
Yeah, both teams, bottom right players, facing off phenomenally, but Stark is the first to drop in that mini matchup, and it's going to give Poland a little bit more of a hope to take that lead back now. It's still around 40k score in Chile's advantage with that drop from Madsen, as well as Aricio is also going to be building right back up too. All players kind of stabilizing now as we are in this slower section of the map. It's actually a triple miss across the board. Aricio and Stark and Madsen all drop. It's going right back towards Poland.
Yeah, but it's gonna not go back towards Poland anymore. Madsen and Fob got 2 drops, while Stark is the only one who trades it back. Trigon is holding on with a really good combo, 670 combo. Trying his best to keep Poland in the game on this one, but it's looking not like it's gonna be enough. There's only a little bit of a small section here, and this one pretty easy compared to the rest of the map with mostly verticals.
Oh, and Trigon drops that huge combo. Oh, that is definitely going to seal it for sure. I mean, Chile was probably going to take that one in the end, but that is for sure the dagger on this first pick now. All the Chilean players also ending it out with really nice combos too. Very good team score in the end, and well, that gets them their very first point on the boards. Good to have that no break point early on.
Yeah, and this is kind of what you would expect, at least from the start of this matchup, with Chile pretty dominant on this Hard Rock. You can see Madsen and Fob not really the most comfortable on this one, both lower than all the Chilean counterparts. Trigon did have a pretty good score though, so at least that is something to look forward to for Poland on potentially future Hard Rock with double time picks.
It's really just about having that third and even second there. I mean, can they match Chile on, as you said, future Hard Rock? It's going to be difficult. They are such a formidable Hard Rock team. So, Trigon performing absolutely phenomenal for that first pick, but it's hard when you're not quite backed up the same by your team as your opponents. And, well, that's what gets you points or loses you them. And, well, now it's up to Poland for their first pick. Having a bit of a think here. What do you think they'll pick?
Probably, I don't know. I don't think they're feeling super confident on the hidden in particular because, it's all about the third player for hidden. They could go something like the Nomad 3, I could see, potentially. Would be a decent pick for Poland, I think. Trigon and Fob on a Nomad 3 kind of feels unstoppable compared to Chile's roster. Mixed one 2, also pretty decent, I think, although Chile seems to be having a decent squad for this one, I would assume.
We've seen Chile put really incredible team scores on Mixed Mod before. They can really put up a great fight, even on maybe a pick that doesn't necessarily advantage them. I mean, you'd assume that's what Poland is thinking here, choosing Mixmod 2 as their very first pick, but I don't know who's actually going to come in here, however, but definitely going to be a really good roster.
This is certainly going to be Poland just thinking that they're strong on this, so they want to pick it. It's less about thinking about, you know, Chile's strength on this one. Poland probably just thinks, okay, we're good on this map, we're gonna pick it. And I'm assuming it's gonna be Trigon, Fob, and Madsen, I'm assuming. And then for side of Chile, I'd have to assume definitely Lechu, definitely Aristiel. Probably Stark would be the last one, is the rosters I would assume for this one.
Yeah, most likely. And seems that Pekarat
Nah, he's just chilling in there. Don't worry. He's chilling.
Doing
let him get a little bit of vibe. Nah, don't worry. Hasn't been playing that much in this World Cup. I think ever since qualifiers or maybe even week 1. Doesn't really have a stable PC to be able to play at, so he's just kind of there as, you know, the Team Chilean cheerleader captain at this point. Now the big thing that I'm concerned about this one is
you go, sorry.
Poland's Hard Rock on this is going to be the real question. I think there's going to be a pretty big gap between Hard Rock players between Chile and Poland. But on the other hand, there should also be a pretty decent gap between hidden players in Chile and Poland. Poland being favored on hidden and Chile being favored on Hard Rock. I think those two are probably going to cancel each other out. Maybe a slight advantage for Chile between those two. But Poland's Nomad player, I also think, is probably just going to go beyond on this one as well. So it should be a really close one, all things considered, between those aspects.
Yeah, well, that's what we want to see, of course, as viewers. I mean, you know, if you're Poland, probably not as much, or Chile, to be honest. I mean, close points always really get those nerves up, especially for quite a lot of players. I think seeing breaks in the middle of maps too, and knowing just how close it is, and it's also very nice to see that all of the mods are lined up perfectly here. So no need to confuse your eyes looking all across the screen. Aristiel going to be facing off against Madsen, Fob versus Lechu, and Smuka and Trigon on no fail.
I love myself the no fail mod.
Yeah, I meant no mod, and then I just like said it so confidently that I didn't want to say it again.
No, it's okay, it's okay. We do see Fob with a very early miss. I'm expecting at least a few more misses from both hidden players. Madsen getting the first miss on Hard Rock, not traded by Aristiel. It's going to be a far jump on the Hard Rock coming right about now. They both hit it actually, so I guess I'm just wrong. Chile still holding the triple FC with 2 misses from the side of Poland so far.
Yeah, right now this is looking promising for Chile. Water point on the map is here.
Getting caught out a few times on the doubles, more than a few times. It's actually going to even things up just about, I think.
But that miss from Fob is actually going to send it right back to Chile, as well as Madsen dropping there too. Chile maintaining that lead around 40k score.
Yeah,
it's going to just stay there actually. Oh, that Lechu does drop.
I was gonna say something that's a bit unexpected probably for Poland is Lechu being able to hold on to a 600 combo from the intro. It's kind of collapsing now as, you know, we bring notice to it. It's gonna be a little bit equal between the two teams. Very, very small lead for Chile into this. Traded misses from Madsen and Smucker. Yeah.
But Lechu finds another drop, and that's gonna cede the lead over. All the way to Poland's side, Fob and Smucker trading yet again. Lechu, however, drops. So does Aristiel. That's a team miss from Chile. And look at Trigon right now, holding on phenomenally for Poland. What a monstrous combo through this wiggly section. Has not dropped absolutely anything right now. Gets all the way to 1,000 combo, is still holding on for Poland. What a lead they've built for themselves now. They're looking very poised to take this. Trigon does finally miss, but look at all those
combos on the side of Chile.
Is there enough time?
There's enough time for sure.
But with those drops, I don't think there is anymore. Wow, that was...
Yeah, those final drops kind of sealed the deal there between these two teams. Lechu had such a great intro, but then just couldn't hold on to it.
Yep, collapsed really is the perfect word there. In the second half of the map, you can see that graph just start to pile on those misses, and That score, which we won't talk about, unfortunately, in the end, allows Poland to take their very first point here too. So no break points yet. Going to be yet another even scoreboard as we wait for Chile to choose their next map, which could be quite a few options here, honestly. Also have to point out that Trigon's score was incredible there too. I mean, only a single miss. What is that?
I was just Trigon doing Trigon things, honestly, at that point. I mean, probably one of the most consistent players left in the tournament. For next pick, though, Chile, I'd assume either Hard Rock 3 or either DT4 or DT3. One of those three. I think DT3 probably the best one, and probably most likely, actually, for DT3 to come out here between all the picks. But I think the only Hard Rock that we won't necessarily see early is Hard Rock 1. I think that one's definitely a bit easier and more in Poland's wheelhouse to be able to put up competitive scores on Hard Rock 1 rather than the Hard Rock 3.
Yep, seems like they're just doing quite a bit of thinking. Definitely makes sense at this stage. And well, there we go. DT3 is going to be coming down there from Lechu. Last page.
No surprise at all.
Forest. Yep. They're a great double time team. We've seen them perform so well on this mod across the tournament. So just even not from a strictly like deeply analytical point of view, it's a good pick on paper.
This one is definitely the kind of map that Stark and Arisial, they're just gonna destroy this map. Like, this is the kind of thing that Arisial just sees with his eyes closed, you know. That's the big thing with Chile on this one. They have Stark and Arisial. The problem that I see for Chile is, can their third player keep up with them to the point that it's enough to beat Poland? I think it should be enough. I'm expecting probably 2 950Ks from both Arisial and Stark on this map with pretty much ease between them. Poland probably going to be a little bit lower as an average, but their scores might be a bit more equal as a team.
Yep, and of course those players coming in, Arisial and Stark. I think Lechu's going to be that third.
No, he's not.
Oh, no?
No way! There was
Actually,
no shot that Lechu was being the third on this.
That would be kind of surprising, wouldn't it? I would expect like
that would be like having Zach play Air 11. You know what? You know we used to call
like Smucker, surely, like, right?
It's taming.
What taming?
He asked in the chat for a taming to move, or Pekaret did.
Oh,
but
I didn't even.
There's a running joke. There's a running joke between America and Chile is that we have Chilean Zach, or they have Chilean Zach with Lechu, and we have American Lechu with Zach. That used to be the old joke between the two teams.
They were just trolling.
Just waiting for their members to get in. But we do see Trigon, Fob, and Madsen. No Bobber. I'm a little bit surprised to not see Bobber on this, or Jakku. Jakku actually would have been pretty decent on this one. Probably would have been one of his better maps, which I'm a bit surprised to not see him on.
Yep, well, here we go. The third pick of this match from Chile. Can they get another one of their own picks under the belt and disrupt that even scoreboard? Only time will tell across one of the shortest maps in the pool. It's basically TV-sized, and already we see a whole bunch of drops here from Poland. Double miss there from Fob and Madsen. Taemin half trading it, I think, as well. So it's going to be... Oh, I think Taemin actually found quite a few misses there, and that lead's going towards Poland.
No, it's staying as Chile's for now, all things considered. They have about half a missed gap. That one miss from Stark in the slow part is really painful. There's another bursty part here. Could definitely see a few misses on this section. Nobody had 2 misses from Poland with Bob and Madsen. And Arisial trades 1, but there's going to be a really long slow part. It's going to be a lot of score building for Chile here, assuming they don't miss on the slow part, which please don't miss on the slow part. That would be very unsatisfying. Okay, they didn't. Final bursty part here. Going to be seeing insane amount of misses. Stark first one to go down. Everybody else holding so strong, but Poland collapses. Taming,
no.
the only one actually with the combo now after those early misses, it's gone too. Chile, 100,000 points into the very final ending, and there's not enough map to be able to come back at this part. That's pretty much the story of this map. You blink and it's gone. At the ending, it's pretty much the only places where these teams are gonna miss. And we see Chile triple 900s. Trigon having the match MVP on this one, but Mads and Fob a little bit further behind.
Yep, 111k in the end there for Chile. Pretty convincing. It was looking quite close, even towards the end there, but just multiple team misses at the end of Poland, you can see. Unfortunately, despite Trigon's best efforts, was not able to hold on Poland there when it mattered, and Chile take a pretty convincing win. All of the points so far have been actually above 6 digits at around the 111 or 110k so score advantage. So hopefully you're going to start seeing possibly some points that could dip a little bit closer, but I imagine both teams still have quite a lot of firepower in this map pool to work with before we get into the more risky picks for Chile and Poland, I would say. But DT working out very well for Chile, as you would expect. It was a bit nervy there, but they pulled away in the end pretty comfortably. And it's back to Poland. What are they going to pick now, Sekre?
Honestly, there's a lot of things they could do here. I still think Nomad 3 probably the best pick for Poland. They're trying to stay away from the Hidden for now. I think they want to use Hidden as sort of like a second resort rather than like a first resort. And not a last resort. They're probably going to go to it. Okay, they're just going into it now with Hidden 3. This one, I think, is good for Chile's third member.
They're listening
but also
to
a little bit worrying.
They want to troll you.
Yeah, I mean, that is true. The thing is, this is not a let you win map. This is definitely not a let you map. I don't think let you is going to be that great on this one. This one is super, super mechanical compared to pretty much every other Hidden that we've had this year. Definitely going to be seeing a Rissiel on this one. Probably a Rissiel, Smucker, and Stark would be my lineup on this. And you think, that's not a Hidden lineup, what is that? Yeah, this map, you can definitely play without having the Hidden skill to be able to play it, in my opinion. It's good for Hidden, but it's less focused on the reading and more about the mechanical aspect for sure.
Yep, thank you for your detailed analysis so far. You are the true...
Yeah, I played the pool.
Bro, you are the true JBH replacement in this weekend, although I don't think we'll... Actually, I mean, with so little matches, of course, you know, gotta have a wide balance of casters, but I very much appreciate your analysis when I definitely am lacking in that department. As we kind of wait for this, all the rosters to get in.
There's like maybe 24 players who can actually play this pool at like a super high level. Even like we saw in the show match, it was a little bit stressful for some of the players, and they're like some of the best players that we have too, so... We actually see Philo making his appearance for the first time on this one for the side of Poland. Taming coming in instead of Stark, which I'm a little surprised about myself. Stark's usually pretty decent with the Hidden mod.
That is interesting, isn't it? We have seen...
I mean, it works.
We have seen Smucker perform quite well before on... I think Hidden 3 last week, maybe they played 2. I think if I looked at the stats before, I think I saw but and top scored that as well, so maybe going to put on another good performance here, but it is this map is definitely all for Poland to win. It's their pick. Definitely not wanting to get out to a breakpoint, especially when the scoreboard isn't even. That is just a little bit more painful when you're broken. So, well, already, I mean, we're seeing a whole bunch of misses everywhere. Rissiel, Tamin, all the Chile team FC is gone. I think it's only Fob and Trigon who maintain those double S's right now. And early on, seems very, very nice for the Polish squad as Rissiel finds another drop.
Yeah, I mean, with this map, this is pretty much Fob and Trigon's playground. You kind of just want Philo to, you know, all right, get in there, do your best, you know, keep up the score for Trigon and Fob to do their thing. And right now, yeah, they're doing their thing. You can definitely see.
Yep, they are putting on an absolute show right now for this pick. Taemin also matching those combos pretty well too. Has a very nice score going, as does Orisiel. Sparker definitely being that unfortunate third that's just not able to quite match up, but Taemin finds that drop. Orisiel still holding onto the combo, but look at that lead now for Poland. I mean, a Trigon also did find a drop actually that I didn't see, but Fob still with a monstrous combo here, maintaining that FC right now, and it's 75k in Poland's advantage at the halfway point of the map. It's going to take quite a bit from Chile to bring this back, but it's all within the realm of possibility if they hold on, but Orisiel finds another miss, and it's looking maybe a bit less and less so as this keeps going on.
Yeah, I mean, all things considered, the gap really isn't that far on this map so far. We still have about maybe 1/3 of the map left, only about 100,000 points, which is very easy if we get a collapse. I mean, Fob's still holding on tremendously. Trigon with the 1 miss. Philo they're doing their job so far, still keeping the lead for Poland here. But Chile needs to be able to come together with their scores, and it's not really happening. We see a triple miss from them. Fob does finally fall, but I mean, Trigon is still holding the huge combo.
Yep, when the other
when one of them falls, the other just
yeah.
Them up.
I was going to say the exact same thing. They really work well as a duo on these kind of maps, and that is playing out to perfection right now. Poland, hidden 3 working out very well for them in the end. Did look a little dicey there in the middle of the map, but in the end, the scoreboard is all even once again now at 2-2 each. Philo doing their job as well. Orisiel, of course, trying their best, but those Poland scores are simply too much to match. 2 misses from Trigon and 4 from Fob, 950 and 960k. Great performances there on the side of Poland, and it's back to Chile yet again.
Yeah, Philo getting the new honorary role of Poland tank hidden player since 2017. Usually it's been Bobber, but hey, we got a new person in town. They can take on that tank role. Bobber probably feeling very happy he doesn't have to do that anymore.
Yep, and now with that scoreboard evened out yet again, what will be the choice here for Chile? They did very well on DT3, and I think you said before that was it Hard Rock 3 that would maybe be another good pick for them, possibly. I kind of want to see DT2 as well, because Time Traveler is such a banger.
Surely it's going to be one of DT2 or 4, I think. I think Hard Rock 3 a little bit less so than DT2 and 4 as comfort pick, but it's definitely up there. I think maybe even Nomad 4 could be good for Chile as well. Surely it's got to be... I don't know which one between DT2 and 4 though, right now. Probably DT2, I think.
I'm praying for DT2.
More confident for them. Yeah.
Oh, well.
Or DT4. Okay.
My prayers
at least
denied.
So I can narrow it down to 2. Okay, we're gonna see DT2 later. Don't worry.
I'm sure. Yeah, we definitely will. This is also a really cool song though, to be honest, so I'm not too opposed, but probably going to see that same lineup, I would imagine, on Chile, at least those 2 anchors of Stark and Orisiel, right?
Yeah.
Would Tammy be back in here, or could it be...
I think it's either Tammy or Smucker. Either one of them works for this kind of map, I think. It's really just who feels more confident on the older style, and there's also a thing as well with this map is there could be a speed gap for some players. It is 180 BPM and I think 6-note wiggles. So even though most players are probably going to be able to do this at this level, finding a third phase might be a little challenging for some teams. We do see Jacobon making their appearance for Poland. Which means you see Bobber as well, which means maybe you don't see one of Bob or Trigon on this one.
Nope.
I mean, hey. Oh,
Nope,
never
there's
mind.
Fob.
There,
Never mind.
he's back.
Okay.
I mean, I could have definitely seen Bauer playing this.
I mean, we're probably going to see Fob and Triangle on almost every map, right?
Yeah. I mean, if there was a map that they didn't play, it was either this one or DT3, I think, so. Given that, you know, they're playing both DT3 and they're playing now DT4, yeah, they're staying in the lobby, I think.
Yep. It's a marathon of a match here for those two players, of course, but they are 100% up to the task. They've shown that so far already.
I do want to point out something in the chat. Jakaban did a roll, praying for a score. He rolled a 1, so...
I saw
Not
that
the
too.
kind of thing that you want to see if you're going into the map when you roll a 1.
I kind of felt bad pointing it out, but yeah, that definitely is a bit unfortunate. Hopefully it's not some sort of bad omen or anything, you know? Get a bit of superstition up in here, but definitely not what any team needs. But regardless, hopefully going to be getting into DT4 here now. Brown Eyed Girls, Brave New World. As, of course, that very expected lineup for Stark, Arisial, and Smucker, as well as Jacobom, Fob,
Yeah.
and Trigon. No surprises really here. Will we see another point that looks pretty close at around the middle section, but then kind of falls off and goes Chile's way again? Or can Poland find some sort of uproar and get their first breakpoint? It's going to be a couple misses out of the gate, actually. I think from Trigon, Jakobon, and as well as Stark. So I think a single miss difference for Chile's advantage.
Intro is definitely a bit challenging because, you know, the hit sounds are really low in the intro. I noticed that as well. It's like 25%, which is kind of hard to follow the song a bit. Start getting a miss before 300 combo. Risco missing on the first wiggle of the map, traded by Trigon, so it's not too bad. Gonna see the first hard pattern coming up here at about 330. Some weird little triplet.
Oh, and it catches Fob and Jakobon out.
No more FCs on the board at all. Smucker as well breaking. Stark only one with the combo as well as Trigon. Very small advantage for Chile here.
Yep, this is
one
maintaining really, really close so far between two teams, and Fob and Smucker trade yet again, but it's going to be a little bit more of a lead as Stark and Arisial have just a little bit more of a combo advantage here over Fob and Jakobom. And right now, Smucker's also building up that third combo too for Chile, but it's still anyone's game at the halfway point. It's only around 30k score. This is definitely within Poland's reach to take back and get that breakpoint, but needs more misses out of Chile.
Another triple there. Jakobon, only one to miss the triple. Traded closely by Smucker though.
There's another miss from Smucker, and Jakobon trades it though, so it's going to just maintain that stable lead for Chile around 30k score. Poland need to see some drops out of Stark and Arisial's the anchors holding the ship down here for Chile yet again. Arisial does finally find a drop though, and all of the Poland players are actually holding on. Look at that, suddenly a 10k drop goes down. Arisial finds another miss. It's traded by Jakobon, but look at that. It is really coming down to the wire now, but Trigon finds a miss, and that could possibly seal it. It's a 10 from Chile though. Maybe not. Look how close this is. It's going to swap over to Poland right now. Fob is holding on to that combo. Can you believe this? Poland are going to take the breakpoint.
No.
I think. Are they? Smucker finds a trade though. I think it's actually going to be
traded.
Oh wow.
Wow.
That was what? What did we just watch?
I mean, we watched Fob stepping up to the plate on the double time, holding the huge combo at the end. Trigon as well with only 3 misses. That was an amazing performance from both Trigon and Fob, taking their team to the breakpoint on this one. And I mean, you see in the chat, Trigon saying best score on the map. That's the kind of thing that you need to do in this World Cup setting. You need to be at your best when it matters. And Poland coming in through strong on this one. Even though Stark did his really best for Chile for this one, just wasn't enough at the ending. Pretty much just a few misses at the end that was deciding that one.
Yep, and now it's onto Poland here with that break point. Definitely needing to pick a strong map to consolidate it, but Chile will want to fight back right away after DT4. That was such a close point. In the end, looking at the MP, it was only 7k points in the advantage of Poland. Almost nothing separating the two teams pretty much right up until the end. It looked like Chile were going to take it, but Fob just with that combo at the end, I mean, that was unbelievable. That was one of the most exciting points that I've seen in quite a while, and it's set Poland up very well here if they can choose a good map to consolidate. Yeah, I know. That was crazy.
Poland
what do you think here?
Though.
Nomad 4?
I think Nomad 3.
Oh,
probably.
Okay, yeah.
Not gonna be Nomad 4. No way is Nomad 4 from Poland. Hidden 1 also would, yeah, Hidden 1 I was gonna say would be the second choice for me.
Yep.
This one pretty mechanical as well, so Lechu probably not gonna be as strong on this one as, you know, the Hidden 2 overall. Problem with this one though is I could see a roster of Arisial, Tamien, and Stark doing really, really well on this.
Okay, I see. That would probably be the expected lineup.
Yeah, either that or Smucker coming in. But I mean, any one of those four I think would be pretty decent overall on this. Lechu could as well. It's really a question of reading versus mechanical prowess on this one.
There is Lechu.
Yeah. Side of
Philo,
Poland, we're gonna be saying, yeah,
is into.
Philo, Fob, and Trigon, surely. Trigon probably playing the map right now, getting his eyes swapped over from DT to Hidden.
Bobber jump scare.
Yeah. Typical Bobber jump scare. We're getting used to it at this point.
Poland, in a dramatic turn of events, actually choose Bobber over Trigon, and he combos the map. Okay, he's gone.
Yeah, I think if
that was
happened, you're sending in like a secret agent over seeing what's going on there.
Yeah, that's a good point. We need the Ocean Integrity team on that one. But in any case, yeah, there is the lineup that we all expect. It's going to be Arisial, Tamien, and Lechu here. Unsurprisingly, from Chile. And it's just up to Philo yet again, I think, probably to be that third to hopefully overpower and just get that score enough to not tank too hard and allow Poland to win another hidden pick in a similar fashion that happened before. But this is a pretty different map, so, you know, could play out differently. I guess we'll have to see. Can Poland consolidate that break point that they just barely grasped onto? And I think, did Tamien find a really early miss at the start of the map, I think?
Yeah. So did Philo
They did. Oh, Philo did as well. That's why it's even.
That's a miss I did not expect, though, is Fob very early on in the map getting a miss.
Yep, it's going to give Chile just a small early lead here, but very early stages, this is a pretty long map. I mean, it's 4 minutes, so lots to play for here, of course, and a lot of time to do it as Tamien yet again finds another drop, so it's going to start swinging towards Poland's side as all players reach that combo cap now. Just going to maintain, I think, in Chile's favor unless there's any more misses from that side, but it's basically going to be back to even right now between these two teams at the quarter point of the map as we're into this Ki section now.
Yeah, first mechanical section, Philo and Tamien trading misses in this course. I'd be surprised if we don't see at least one more. Arisial and Lechu for Chile. It's not traded by the two juggernauts of Poland though. Only Philo is having a bit of struggle on this one, but it's enough to get at least maybe a 1.5 miss lead, all things considered, coming out of the course.
Yep, Fob and Trigon turning up the heat yet again on Hidden. That lead is going to keep increasing now for Poland as Tamien finds yet another drop, but it's going to be a double miss, actually, from Fob and Philo, so really not too much advantage gained there from those couple of misses from Teaming, and it's right back to an even score lead almost here for Poland, only going to be around 10k points as the players make their way up to 200 yet again. But Philo finds a miss, and suddenly Chile have the advantage. Philo actually finds yet another drop. Halfway point of the map is here, and Chile are in the lead. Lechu Arisiel holding on very well, as is Tameen. And, I mean, look at that score from Trigoners too, we do have to say, but Chile finally with an advantage now.
Trigon finally falls, though. He was having almost an A-rank FC, but real thing is, Arisiel has a 99.75, and it's gone. I'm sorry.
Oh, no.
But they still have a... No, they don't have an advantage anymore, especially with Arisiel's second miss.
Oh, no, it's all falling apart.
Collapsing. Oh, no.
But Taming is just holding that down. The one anchor, never mind. It's all gone for Chile. Fob and Trigon yet again. The anchors are holding on right now for Poland. Philo does drop, but wow, look at those two absolutely churn it up in the second half of this map right now. The third is left to go. All players at the break now see the position that they're in. Arisiel missing just before that too, knowing that that combo needs to be built up. Otherwise, Poland are going to be able to consolidate right now, and it's a double miss from both teams. Lechu finds a drop. The team misses there. This is looking almost completely hopeless now for Chile. 60k score, growing even larger too with that miss from Lechu, and it's seemingly over now for Chile. Don't see any way that they could do this.
Wait, it's getting a little bit close. There's still a little bit of map left. If they get maybe 2 more misses, maybe 3, it's not going to be enough, especially with that final hard pattern, nobody missing out on it. It's looking like, yeah, just barely by the, you know, just small little gap of 50,000 points. One of the smaller gaps of this match. We're going to be getting a little bit more. See some misses from Lechu, but all things considered, not that far off on this one. 58k in total. I mean, again, we just see Fob and Trigon, pretty much the same exact score, only like 200 points difference between the two. Carrying it home for Poland on that hidden pick. Going back to Chile's pick. And they need this pick.
Yeah, they really, really do. If they lose another one of their own, it's going to be a very dire position to be in. Poland take another point, and then it's on their own. I mean, they have a chance to bring it all the way to match point, and that's when the absolute pressure, the max amount, is put on you. So they have to think really carefully now on what map is going to be next. I mean, it's probably going to be DT2, you'd have to say, right? I mean,
it could be DT2.
DT2 or Hard Rock, maybe Nomad 4, possibly?
Yeah, pretty much between those three, DT2, Hard Rock 3, and Nomad 4 is where I'd give the advantage to Chile. The problem is, for Chile, I'm looking at the rest of the maps. Even if they win all 3 of those remaining maps, they need to win 1 more. And I don't really see the world where they can win another one. It's going to be so hard for them to win any other map besides these 3. They do go into Nomad 4, which very good pick for Chile in my opinion. Arisiel pretty much a god at this kind of stuff. Problem is, they need to get 1 more apart from those other 3 maps, and they need to take a break point as well. All things considered, it's going to be a really hard road for Chile to be able to close this one out.
Yeah,
Poland, though, they're just in the driver's seat right now. If they can take this break point, it's going to be amazing.
That'll be great for them, and absolutely terrible for Chile. Getting another breakpoint taken away from you on your own pick. I mean, especially at a stage like this, going to be not all over for them, but they're really going to have their backs against the wall. Need to perform on No Mod 4 here. Q, Kudarin, Will Stetson. I'm not sure if it's an original or if it's a cover. Will Stetson is a big cover artist, so I'm actually not sure. But
yeah, this is a cover.
Okay, that makes sense. So this is a cool song though.
So the funny thing is, I know a lot of these players not really that fond of the Will Stetson cover of this one. Arisil being one of them. And I know that he swapped it out for Suisse cover the audio. I know quite a few people actually did that. I know some people on my team did that as well. You see him in the jazz saying, "Hey, I hear Suisse." Jock was like, I hear it too.
Oh, well, we got some real Will Stetson haters here. I mean, I don't know. I'm not a big Will Stetson hater, to be honest. I like most of his covers. Anyway, that is besides the point, or I guess the main attraction of this match right now. Can Chile get another point under their belts and stop Poland from simply running away with it? 3 minutes and 33 seconds will pretty much decide their fate.
This one, we do see Jakuban stepping in for Poland. This one, I'm not too sure on how he's going to be able to do on this one. He is a pretty decent convert player, but usually he's better on the jumpier converts rather than the more mechanical ones like this one. First miss coming from Smucker in this intro. We're going to see a few. Fob gets another one followed up.
And we see a multitude of misses actually across the board here. Smucker finds another drop, and it's going to be an early lead here for Poland. Trigon does find a drop there, so it's going to start. Never mind, Stark with that drop. It doesn't work its way towards Chile. Jakubon does find another miss, though. However, finally, Chile's going to start clawing that advantage back towards themselves. It's a pretty long map as well. No mod 4. First, we are.
Wow. Oh, I'm shocked that everybody hit that stair pattern, if I'm being completely honest. That's probably one of the harder patterns in the map. Trigon missing on nothing comparatively same, which is Fucker.
Yep, going to keep that advantage for Poland. Oh boy.
Stark missing too, and Smucker down. It's going to be a really large lead. Arisio trying their best to be able to, you know, hold off all of the Polish team pretty much right now. Bob does get one miss for Poland, so it's not completely over for Chile.
There's definitely still enough time here for sure for Chile to bring this back. All players now in this slow section able to make it up to that max combo at 200. Bob with that miss is going to allow Chile to get a bit more of that advantage back, and there we go, another miss from Jakubon too is going to swing that even further in Chile's advantage. All of their players now holding onto that combo, but never mind, Arisio finds a drop, and it's a double miss, however, from Poland, so... but Stark, wow, this just misses all over the place, I can't keep up. Poland still has an advantage though.
Yeah, we've seen the misses traded, another trade from Stark and Yaku as well. Arisio getting one traded by Fob. I was waiting for it, I knew it was going to happen, at least one of them. Yaku's miss, I don't think is going to be traded because this part is relatively easy compared to some of the other ones. You see a little bit of an opportunity for Chile to kind of claw back on that lead.
Yep, it is well within their grasp right now. A third of the map left to go, and they look absolutely poised to take that advantage back with just one more miss from Poland will send it their way.
Oh my God.
And there we go! No. This section, no! That is one of the most unfortunate misses I have ever seen, and now Chile is going to take the lead back. It's still going to be really close. Only a single miss differential here as the map winds up yet again, but Stark misses as well, and Poland has the lead yet again. Chile need to hold on to this lead. It is absolutely vital that they take this point right now, but Arisio finds a chain of misses, and suddenly the score lead for Poland has bloomed out right now. There's barely any time left to go, and it seems like Poland, in the end, might be taking this one. 4 fights of this. Is there enough time?
This ending's really hard.
Arisio drops again. Everyone drops except for Fob. Fob is holding on, and it's going to be, in the end, Poland who take another point. Wow, look at that. Absolutely phenomenal score in the end there from Fob, carrying Poland to the finish line for No Mod 4. What a point that was.
Yeah, Fob had like the most cursed miss I've ever seen out of him. That I knew he's just sitting at his computer when he was playing and got that miss in the slow power. He was like, "What the heck?" And then he kind of clutched it up on the ending for Poland there. I know he's gonna be watching this VOD and he's gonna be like, "Dude, how did I miss?"
He
Because
brought it
that is
back.
like,
When it
oh my god,
mattered.
he brought it back. Thank God, because he wouldn't have been able to live with it if he didn't bring it back. I know for sure.
Well, look at the position Poland are in now. Sorry,
Yeah,
in this match, this is looking very, very dire for Chile currently.
Yeah,
I mean,
they don't have many maps at all. It's Poland's pick. They have Hidden 2 as a potential option. They have Nomad 3, which I think is going to be great for them. They have Nomad 1 even, which I think Fob and Trigon are just going to dominate Nomad 1.
we've seen a few unexpected points, I guess. I mean, most of the picks that we expected to be kind of close have turned out that way. Nomad 4, both teams pretty evenly matched. I mean, it's really up to individual scores like Fob there just to clutch it up on a match like this. There's been quite a few points that if they just went a bit differently, Fob winning those 3 in a row by all under 100k. The last 3 points have only amassed to, I'm not exactly sure, but it's been about 93k or so in Poland's advantage. The rest of the maps have been way above that. I mean, this really could have turned out differently for Chile, and now it's Poland who are just completely in the driver's seat, and it's Mixmod 3 to get themselves some match point.
Yeah, this one, I think it's not the best pick personally, but I also think it has a lot of potential for Poland to pay off here. Again, the question on this one is really how are the Hard Rock players going to match up on this? Chile probably going to have the advantage on Hard Rock unless we see Trigon popping in on the Hard Rock for Poland, which is definitely an option for this kind of map. I mean, Trigon probably their best player when it comes to actually like pushing the hardest things with just raw skill. That's kind of what you need from the Hard Rock player on the mixed mod on this. A lot more so than the previous mixed mod 2. Assuming we're going to be seeing Aricio on the Hard Rock for Chile. Probably, I don't know. I want to see Stark play Hidden for Chile, but he hasn't been really playing Hidden that much in this match. I'm kind of a little shocked. Stark's been really good with Hidden as of the past, like year or so.
That's a good point. I mean, I think it was Lechu before on Mixmod, right, that came in for Hidden.
That was a completely different map.
But that really, that was a very different map, of course, but that definitely didn't play out the way they probably wanted either, but guess we'll just have to wait and see. The roster's taking a little bit to filter in here, but there's another important pick for Chile. I mean,
if they lose,
definitely have chances to take this map, right?
There is a chance. It's really dependent. I mean, I'm just wondering who's going to play Hidden for them. You do see them trying to take a timeout for Team Chile, probably figuring out what their roster is going to be. Seems like it might have been a blackout issue for teaming, which would be really unfortunate.
That's honestly very fair. I think maybe they're having some technical issues as well. I'm not sure if it's just maybe a nerve coming thing or what, but nonetheless, I think a timeout in this situation is honestly pretty deserved, whatever the reason is. I mean, I'd definitely take a timeout at this point, to be honest. Being
That's a
down
good time.
5-2.
Damien has been swapped over. There he is, coming in for Chile. Last player, it's got to be Stark or Smucker at this point. Just really depending who it is. Poland, we got their lineup locked in. It's going to be Madsen, Bob, and Trigon. I'm assuming actually Trigon on the Hard Rock based on where everybody is slotted up, because we know Aristiel's playing Hard Rock. That's like a guarantee. If Trigon is matching him in that little spot, you know, in the bottom right, and I'm assuming Trigon's gonna be playing Hard Rock top hidden. Of course, things like Taming probably on the hidden, Madsen Slicker battling it out on the Nomad. What I would assume based on their positions, you know. Getting started with one momentarily in just a few seconds here, it seems.
Yep, here we go, the rosters, the lineups finally in for both teams. A crucial point yet again, the last couple have been very important, but I mean, I'd say the last point was really kind of the climax of that, but still very important nonetheless. I mean, Poland making it to match point now will put that maximum pressure on Chile, of course. Working it back from there is going to need a miracle. But let's see how they can go here on Mix 1-3.
No misses early on, which is a good sign for both teams. Smucker, right before 200 combo, does find the first one. We're going to be getting into the first really challenging part of the map right after the slider. Right here, so many technical movements, very small technical movements. Trigon, first one to fall for Poland on the Hard Rock.
Yep,
Aristiel follows it up.
That huge drop from Aristiel, quite a few notes there. Missed, I think,
struggling too.
Yeah, Trigon also does find a drop there. Fob really being the anchor right now for Poland. Taming and Smucker both holding their combos on two very well for Chile, giving themselves a very narrow advantage, but it's absolutely still anyone's point. It's halfway point of the map here as well. And wow, that miss from Madsen, and Fob is going to send Chile to the sky in that score advantage, but Taming does finally find a drop, so it's not going to be too much as Aristiel. There's drops all over the place.
Yeah, the only one who's really not dropping is Smucker right now on the Gnome. Only one miss in the intro for him.
Oh no!
Fortunately, it's going to swap over to Poland here as they're holding combos. They're holding combos into the slow part. Madsen falls, but it is traded by Taming.
That is such an unfortunate miss there from Smucker, really at a crucial time, and Aristiel does have that combo. Oh wow, look at that, suddenly it's on Chile's side out of nowhere, and I think it was a team miss from Poland that sent it over, and right now, that is, and Taming is holding on, so is Smucker, Aristiel, everyone pulling it forward here. Chile are actually going to prevent the match point for Poland and get a break point back on their own terms now, on their own pick too. They have saved that maximum pressure point just for one more map here, and that is the best outcome they could have possibly imagined there. They desperately needed to win that one, and they have done it. Poland just fell apart in the end there. I didn't even realize it was happening until Chile had almost won the point. It just came out of nowhere.
That map is really, really hard, especially for the harder players, and we see the harder players pretty much the lowest scores in the lobby. But the thing I wanted to point out is Taming beat Fob on the hidden, by the way. And if you beat Fob on a hidden, you have all my praise. you're like the GOAT, you know. You beat Fob on hidden, you're good. You can take that dub. Now surely they go deep.
Surely we see time traveler.
Surely.
Don't troll us again. But I mean, yeah, what a point there. We've seen a plethora of really close and exciting points the last couple of maps. I mean, it's been like 4 maps in a row that have come down to the wire, and I think the scoreline, I mean, doesn't really reflect that. It all went Poland's way on those close picks. It really could have been the other way around, and Chile with the massive advantage, but I mean, clutching it out in the end is all that matters, and it's Hard Rock 3. Okay,
this one works too.
Chile.
It's okay. This one also works. And I mean, considering how Poland played on that last Mix 1-3, I think
Hard Rock 3 is probably the most similar map to Mixed Mod 3 in terms of just overall movements and skills. So they probably saw, hey, Trigon wasn't super strong as you would expect Trigon to be on literally everything. He wasn't as Trigon usually is, I guess you could say. He was more human than immortal on that last Mixed Mod 3, so maybe they're feeling, okay, maybe we can have a little bit more leeway on the Hard Rock 3 compared to maybe the DT2, is what they're thinking.
Still did match Aristiel and actually, in fact, beat him, but I mean, unfortunately, yeah, I guess you're right. It's just more of a human, less alien score from Trigon there, and you know, I think it was kind of Smucker and Tamien. I mean, yeah, like that really can't be overstated. That beating of Fob on the hidden mat is one of the great performances that we've seen in the Catch-World Cup. I mean, Chile just made themselves from the match point. That really is a clutch play, isn't it? And, well, hopefully Hard Rock 3 can get them a step closer to what will probably be a tiebreaker if they can win a few more points. I mean, Poland will most definitely take another one, but I think that it could happen if Hard Rock 3 is won here. You just never know.
It's always got potential. I mean, the big thing with this one is if Aristo can match Trigon, then Chile should be pretty much smooth sailing, in my opinion. I think the two second and third players from Chile should definitely outmatch the second and thirds from Poland. Bob, not really the best on this kind of stuff. Bobber making his appearance for the first time, and we know Bobber is pretty much filling in for this one, probably. Chile, as long as Trigon is mortal. Yeah, as long as Trigon's mortal, it should be good for Chile. But I mean, that's also asking a lot for Trigon to be mortal.
Yeah, that would be a bit of an expectation-defying moment if Trigon maybe provides 2 human scores in a row. I mean, we've seen him time and time again be that anchor that Poland needs in their most crucial moments. So let's see how the big players in this match that have really held their teams down very well so far can do on Hard Rock 3. The beginning, catching, I think, Bobber out there actually, giving Chile a single miss lead, but that's going to increase to 2 misses now as Bobber finds yet another drop here. Chile really maximizing that too, but Aristiel does drop, so it's going to start making its way down again. Sitting at about 15k score on never mind though, Bobber finds a few more drops there and suddenly back out in an advantage here right now. Trigon definitely holding well, but Bobber seems to be lagging behind here a little bit compared to Fob, and Trigon Stark also finds a drop too now, which might give Poland a little bit more leeway to start dragging this point back. Tamien performing phenomenally, as are Fob and Trigon. Bobber finds another miss though.
They really, really need Bobber to at least have like some semblance of a combo on this map. If he can get like 400, 500 combo, that is pretty much all Bob and Trigon need for this one. But it's just not happening, unfortunately. One miss traded from Stark and Bobber. And I mean, Tamien still holding with the SS, by the way. Still really good. Bob does drop, like you said. Oh, Trigon too.
Yeah.
Oh.
Look at Tamien go right now. I mean, what performances we've seen here from this newcomer in the Chilean scene and the World Cup scene. I mean, this really is such an incredible showing. 1200 combos still going. The lead and win here is probably safely in Chile's hands. It's all about watching Tamien and Aristiel too, both with 4-digit combos. Just run away with it for Chile. Trigon and Bobber double miss yet again. We are seeing a blowout. Finally, the last couple of points have been so close, but this one, Hard Rock 3, in their darkest moments here when they really had their backs against the wall, Chile were able to bring it back, and now suddenly it's only 5-4, and I mean, this match is still very within the realm of possibility, and Tamien finds an FC too. I mean, that is crazy.
Yeah,
wow.
If there was any player on this map to FC, I wouldn't have expected Tamien, if I'm being completely honest. but I got proven wrong. Tameen, he just cooked. He cooked so hard for Chile to be able to bring this point back. I mean, Aristo also cooked. He had a 1 miss. 1 miss on this is already an insane score. Then you got a FC. 1 droplet miss as well, by the way. That is just insanity from Tameen. That is exactly what they need. First FC, by the way, of finals weekend. I don't think we're going to be seeing many more, if I'm being honest. Now, there is a real problem for Poland, actually, going into this. You would expect Chile to not be as strong mechanically as Poland, but they're kind of destroying them on the mechanics. We saw them do really well in Mixed Mod 3. They did really well in Hard Rock 3. So now you look at some of the other picks in this remaining map pool. You think Nomad 1, Nomad 2. Can they really even, like, can Poland match Chile on Nomad 1 and Nomad 2? It's part of the question that you're asking. Poland, surely they have to go with Hidden 2 as pretty much, I think, their last pick, or Nomad 3 even. Nomad 3 as well, but Nomad 3 pretty mechanical compared to some of the others, so I don't know, you might be in a bit of a worrisome state for Poland here.
I would definitely think it would be Hidden. Just, I mean, we've seen them. Oh, it's a timeout as well. Okay, that's interesting. Definitely makes sense here to take a timeout. This is a very crucial time in the match. I mean, Poland have won both of the Hidden maps so far reasonably comfortably. I'd say that Hidden 1 was actually pretty close, though, to be fair, up until the end. But, of course, Hidden 2 is yet another different map. Each map in the mod pool, each mod pool, really, provides a different challenge for each team. But I mean, Hidden 2 is like AR 7.9 or something, 7.8, which is something that we haven't really seen too much. I mean, I think Mixed Mod 2 has 8.3 AR, but we haven't really gone below 8. I don't think I've seen a map below AR 8.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, right?
I mean, it's the first one this year.
So
The thing is, what I want to see from Poland, I want them to go Hidden 2. I think Hidden 2 slightly better than Nomad 3 here. Poland has 2 guaranteed picks left. Chile only has 1, no matter the outcome. We're getting 2 picks from Poland unless Poland wins the next 2. They're guaranteed 2 picks. Chile only have 1 pick left. That 1 pick from Chile is going to be massive. Now, the problem is, I think Poland has 2 really good maps. So they have Hidden 2, Nomad 3. That's my opinion based on what I've seen from, you know, the teams. I think Poland pick Hidden 2 here, kind of go from the hard Rock 3 to a lower AR. That means Chile is going to have to pick something that's like really high AR. They have to pick either Nomad 1, 2, hard Rock 1, or DT2. They're going to be swapping from low AR Hidden back to high AR, and then Poland can go to Hidden to Nomad 3 in all worst case scenarios and bring it back to the low AR. That would just be like the ultimate eye-boggling scenario to have. And if you're really trying to catch a team off guard, that's probably the play I would do myself. Whether they follow it, we'll have to see. But I think that is the way to go for Poland. And if you're Chile, you're kind of hoping that they maybe pick.
Well, there we go.
It's going to be Hidden 2. Okay.
On the money, Sekre. Very nice. I was also on the money.
They did it.
Not deeply analytical. Not a deeply analytical bet. But, you know, a bet nonetheless. Hidden 2. I mean, just looking at this, you feel that it is the most confident map for Poland. Even if you don't know the ins and outs of the teams and the map pool, they have performed well on Hidden so far. They've won both of the maps, of the other maps in this pool, on Hidden. So, I mean, just based on previous results, they very well may be favoured to take this one and go to match point, put that pressure back on Chile, who have kind of turned the tides here, won the last 2 picks after being down 5-2.
Yeah, the only problem is, for Poland, Bobber is having to do like the biggest tank test of all time, is pretty much what he's having to do on this map. It's like he's playing RuneScape and he has like 10 people attacking him all at once. If you're a RuneScape player, you'll know what I mean. This guy is having to do like the tank test of all time on this pick to be able to try to hope that Trigon and Fob will be able to carry them. I mean, Bobber himself knows that He's definitely not as good as Trigon and Bob on something like this. This is their playground, right? Bobber is just hoping to do, you know, just like a 800k maybe, and that's enough. On the other side of Chile, their score is going to be a lot more rail-rounded.
Hidden.
Yeah.
2.
This one, not too surprised. Aristiel, a little bit worse than Stark on the lower AR. I'm assuming we see Lechu coming in for this one as well. This is Lechu's playground, I would assume. Okay, maybe Jaku is being that tank test. I mean, there's definitely going to be a tank test for Poland. Just who's going to be the tanker.
Yep, it's going to be a battle of, yeah, I guess those kind of third players, right? I mean, we're probably going to see 2 stellar performances from Fob and Trigon. I would expect a really nice score from Taemin here too on Hidden 2, just been playing completely out of his mind on this map pool so far. I mean, FCing that last map too has all the confidence in the world. Of course, this is a completely different map than Hard Rock 2, but nonetheless, when you're in your feel, when you're in your maximum potential kind of mindset, any map that you were confident on before is boosted just that little bit more. So let's see how these players get on. A crucial point for both teams here as we see a couple of trades out the gates. 2 misses on the side of Chile from Lechu and Taemin. Traded once by Fob, and Trigon drops again, so does Lechu. Taemin also falls, and Aristiel too, so that's actually a team miss from Chile as Yakubon
yeah, I was about to say.
Combo. Never mind.
What world are we in that Yaku had the highest combo on Poland on the Hidden 2? What world was that?
That
I'm
was
a little glad around on that one because I was being thrown for a bit of a loop there.
Now it is a bit more expected. Trigon finds another miss, and Chile are really not looking as confident on Poland as this one. I mean, Fob, after finding that little early miss before, really getting into his groove now. Trigon did find a drop, but simply the Chileans cannot match up to the Polish here at all right now. It is a huge lead with not a lot of the map left. I mean, it's halfway here, but it almost looks... I mean, this basically is insurmountable, right, Sekre? I mean, Chile would need a complete miracle and just some, like, total PC crash or something from Poland for them to be able to take it back. There's really no way that this could happen. A third of the map left to go, and Poland are simply going to be able to take it and move to match point, which is absolutely... Oh, God. I didn't actually curse anything, right?
No.
It's just Bancho. It's just Bancho. Okay. Yeah. I would feel terrible. Oh, God. It's pausing for a while.
To note as well is Yaku actually isn't tanking on this one, by the way. I'm a bit surprised that Yaku is actually outperforming all of Chile as we see. Oh, no. The good thing is it wouldn't have mattered.
Okay,
the good thing is it wouldn't have mattered. That's at least what we can say. Is Poland were taking this one, 100%. But it looks like maybe Taemin might have had a disconnect.
Polish players,
I mean, at least it wasn't
there, but
yeah, at least it wasn't the prior.
True, that would have been very bad. Okay, Taemin just seemingly hanging in limbo right now on the Bancho servers. And, well, yeah, Poland definitely taking that one. No questions asked with Taemin's score. There was simply not enough for Chile to take it back. It's a Poland match point right now. They have 2 of them. They have 2 chances to close this map out. Sorry, this match out. As we just wait a little bit for Taemin to get that score back in, and hopefully will not take us too long here.
Yeah, surely it won't.
In any case, at least we don't have to wait on bated breath for a player to submit their score offline or whatever needs to happen. Because
that would be the biggest.
That would suck. That would really suck.
That would suck.
All the suspense.
Bob also had a 2 miss.
Yeah. Poland played that perfectly, definitely. Hidden 2 really worked out well for them, and they are in another great position here, Chile. Needing to find another clutch 2 picks. And I think we're just waiting a little bit more.
Yeah.
Hopefully not going to be too much longer.
I mean, I guess you could say that Chile gets
What
to
do you-
think about their next pick.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, so Chile,
Taemin. DT2.
yeah, DT2 I think has to. If Taemin's not back, then DT2 is probably the best. If Taemin is back, they could even do one of Nomad 1 or 2. That's a possibility for Chile. Seems like it's having a bit of a bad storm for Taemin is, so hopefully we'll be able to get the power back on for the rest of the match.
Yeah. It's definitely not what we want to see here, of course. Want all the players to be playing at their full potential. I mean, Taemin definitely has been, probably even exceeding that in this match right now, so it'll be a big blow if they're not able to come back online, but I'm sure they will in due time. At least I hope, because that has been a great story so far in this match. Taemin has really stepped up to the plate and clutched up when Chile needed it. And it's Hard Rock 1 here in the meantime from Chile. Definitely making, I don't know, I guess, would you say that makes sense?
I don't know, it's... If Taemin's not here, I don't know. It's really tough, this one, to see it making sense for either team, if I'm being honest. Like, we've seen in the Mapple Feedback channel, this map is relatively easy for this round, to the point where Fob and Trigon, they're not going to struggle at all on this. This is just... It's not a Fob and Trigon struggle map. They're expected to be able to do either FC, 1 miss, or 2 miss on this, is my opinion. So, seeing this map come in, it's going to be pretty hard to see a world where Poland struggles on this, really. The only player that you're worrying for Poland is their third player, as pretty much the whole story of Poland. But it's also not hard, so they could probably do well on it. It's all just a huge consistency test on this one, and Taemin, their most consistent player for Chile, hoping that they'll be able to get back in the lobby, get their power back on. I think they'd probably be an asset on this one for sure.
Yep, just doing a little bit of waiting around for Bancho to reconnect everyone here, but yeah, we're really getting to a crucial point here in the match. I mean, I've said that for the last couple points, but I mean, they need to win this, otherwise it's all over for them, Hard Rock 1. I mean, it's absolutely essential that they take this pick. There's no backup plan at all. If they lose this, they can't think about what comes next. All minds have to be focused on Hard Rock 1 and putting their best performance in. And Taemin is definitely back in here, it seems, which is very nice to see, of course. Wanting Chile to, and Poland as well, to be at their full potential for this one. Bob coming in as well. Taemin going to be entering in soon, I would imagine, and there's Fob too.
Yep.
Trigon probably going to appear in one of those Polish slots in a second too.
The real question is, which one of these 3 members we're seeing on their Polish roster right now is going to be staying in? My assumption, probably Madsen, I would assume.
Well, wait a minute. So it's Fob, Madsen, and wait.
Oh,
Surely not. Right.
okay, where's
Is
Trigon?
Trigon actually gone? No. Okay. Okay.
Early, right?
Okay.
This would be really unfortunate for Poland if Trigon's not here, but seems like they're trying to get him in.
I mean, he has to come in, right? There's just no other way that Poland will...
I mean, this map's easy enough where it's possible, but it would be really unfortunate. Like, it would be super unfortunate.
I do wonder what is happening there, but hopefully it's going to be resolved soon so we can get into this, taking a bit of an extended break here, but
He's living up to his name right now, Trigon.
I
I think he needs
That's
to
a
turn
good
into
one.
Try Here. Get a name change, please. Make it happen in the next, like, 20 seconds, please. I'm begging.
I can't. I actually may have burst out into laughter. Anyway. Guess
Okay,
no
so
one
there
will
is-
ever know.
There is an update. Trigon saying he can't enter the lobby. So there is at least discussion in
Oh.
the World Cup channel. So if you want to follow in, if you're a player, go into #TourneyGeneral. You can look what's happening. Don't like spam it, but like just look at, see what's happening. You can at least see. TLDR is Trigon is there. It's just having some connection issues with Bancho. So looking positive at least to get things going through. There he is.
Okay. Oof. Crisis averted. There'll be no trolling. Hopefully that didn't shake the nerves of anyone in that long break there, but all
It's always
teams
a little unnerving.
showing good patience. Regardless, I mean, yeah, definitely, I'd say both probably evenly unnerved, I guess you could say.
I mean, maybe Poland a little bit more. than-
Well, yeah, probably.
Delay.
Probably. And here we go. Could this be the final point of the match? I mean, I guess that's not really a question. It could be. If
Definitely
Poland
could
are
be.
able to take this, but Chile are for sure having a fire burning in their hearts right now to take Hard Rock 1. It's all on the line here, and wait a minute. Hold on. Arisil just left the match. Oh. No, Arisil... Okay, it's aborted. Everything's happening right now, isn't it? Moved man. Wait.
Yeah, I mean, that's fine. Hey, we just got a little bit more of a delay. I mean, Poland had their
the
delay,
nerves,
it's fine.
The nerves.
As long as we get into it now, we're chilling. I mean,
At least
it's just
the map didn't
unfortunate
start.
timing.
That would have been annoying, but you know, all players
Yeah.
get to reset again.
I mean, it's
No
before
one
10
started
seconds, it's like the
playing.
first. Yeah,
Yeah.
We're chilling.
That's got to be a bit unnerving for Arisil as well, but I mean, I guess no player had any mishaps at the start of the map that they'll be worried about in the future. You know, it's all still a completely even playing field for everyone. As we finally, hopefully, actually get into Hard Rock 1 this time with no extra interruptions. And
Surely.
seems like surely all players will finally load in here and we will get underway for a super tense pick that has really had a multitude of things building up to it. Hard Rock 1. Who will it be to take this map? And it's going to be an early miss from Tamin, so Poland will have this early lead. I mean, Hard Rock 1, as you said, it definitely is probably going to shape up to be relatively close, I would imagine. I think it's, I think you said, easy enough for both teams to keep it pretty tight, unless we see some unforeseen misses from players here, but we'll just have to wait and see how that goes. Tamin going to be, of course, that first drop, but it's only a single miss advantage for Poland, and a lot of map to go. This is a juggernaut of a Hard Rock map. 4 minutes and 5 seconds, and there we go. Fob trades it right back.
Fob actually taking hidden as well as a Hard Rock on this one. Might not be paying off for him. We do see another miss, so it's going to be a decently sizable lead for Chile. About 1 miss, maybe 2. All things considered. Smucker finding one of those misses, traded by Madsen. Madsen actually finding quite a few in that little part, so a bit more than a miss, especially with that followed up one.
And Fob yet again.
Well.
Tamin, despite that early miss, really holding on well here for Chile yet again, and Madsen is finding yet more misses. Arisial really going strong here too, as is Trigon. Both of those players, the only 2 FCs left in the lobby, getting up to the 4-digit combo now, but never mind! Trigon finds a miss just as I say that. Oh no, what an unfortunate event there for Poland right now. Chile, it is traded by Smucker, but still, I mean, look at Arisial go.
Yeah.
Still holding that FC.
Too. Tamin missed in the intro.
Arisial and Tamin, they are doing absolutely phenomenal, never mind, but it's a double miss from Poland. Actually, an entire team miss right now. Chile is completely in the driver's seat for Hard Rock 1. They have everything to lose here right now. I mean, they are going to get up to about a 6-digit lead. They simply need to hold on just enough for the rest of the map. Can't find any misses here in this section, but Arisial, I mean, still holding on really well. All players building up their combos yet again, as we wait to see who will be the next one to miss. A third of the map left to go. Chile looking like they might save themselves here from that match point. Will there be any more drops? I mean, look at all these players. Poland definitely have those combos enough that if there's a team miss or something catastrophic from Chile, they could bring it back, but never mind. That is probably going to be the dagger here for Poland on Hard Rock 1. Look at Arisial, up to 2,000 combo now, carrying Chile all the way here over to the end, but Tamin definitely not outdone too much, still reasonably close behind. Smucker doing that job as a third, and Trigon finally gets up to 1,000 combo yet again, but it's all in vain. Chile going to be taking Hard Rock 1, capped off by a phenomenal score from Arisial. Even if it's not an FC in the end, I don't want to curse it by saying
you're
hold the
FC.
FC.
Enough already, don't worry.
But
it's
still going to be amazing.
Yeah, we'll have to see. This one definitely for Chile. The good thing for Poland, they still have their last pick remaining, so it is their pick after this one. So they're feeling pretty good about that one. Okay, he did. Let's go, Arisial. He got the FC. SS, even.
What? I mean, what a score there. Can you believe that? This is almost here all the way at tiebreaker. I mean, if Chile can get a breakpoint here against Poland, what do Poland even have left? Sorry, let me think. I mean, they have... Is it... do they have Nomad 3, I think? To pick? Possibly here? There was such a long wait there in between maps that I can't remember what's even left here, but I'm pretty sure that Nomad 3 is still left on the table for them.
Yeah, I would assume Nomad 3 is the pick for Poland. I'm thinking that just has to be, right? Like, you have Nomad 1 and 2, which they're both special maps in their own rights. It's the best way I could put it. You have DT2, which I think both teams don't want to touch DT. They don't want to touch it anymore. So we're really just looking at Nomad 1, 2, and 3, right? Nomad 1, very challenging with a lot of 1/8 patterns. I think Fob and Trigon should do really good on that.
but the third player for Poland is gonna not have a good time. The thing with Nomad 1 that's scary for Poland picking it is Taming is probably going to do very good on something like that. You go to Nomad 2 as well. That's something that the third player from Poland might do a little bit better on, but it's also going to be harder. Okay, they do Nomad 3. This is exactly what I've been waiting for about 10 picks now. Finally, they do it. And this one is going to be hard.
So many times you said Nomad 3 and it just hasn't been there, and yep. It is finally on the big stage.
This map is pretty much... Fob and Trigon are going to destroy this map. The other thing, again, Poland just is their third player going to be able to hold up on this one. 178 BPM wiggles that are just like kind of offset, so you have to actually have a lot of speed, a lot of precision for this one. At air 9 CS5, it's just all around super hard. I'm assuming we're going to be seeing Arisial in on this one again. That's pretty much a guarantee. Taming probably for Chile. The thing is, you usually can't see your best mechanical players alone on this. They need to have a really good reading aspect on this, because it is AR9 CS5. Very hard to read.
Yep. Absolutely. Really all comes down to this. Chile, I mean, you have to say they have a chance to snag this one. For sure. We've seen them play really well. They've won 3 of the last 4 points. They are in a good position to take this to tiebreaker, which would just be great. I mean, the first match of the finals going to tiebreaker, that would be simply incredible. But, and you know, for other reasons that I won't say, I would be very happy if it goes to tiebreaker, but nonetheless,
it would be definitely amazing. I will give a bit of an update as well. Right now is scheduled for Finland versus Canada. I believe that match is going to be delayed until the finish of this match, and it is going to be on this stream. So even after this match, even if it ends right now, even if we go after T3, we're going to be having another match right after it. So make sure you're sticking around. Just a bit of an update for people who might be waiting for that match to come. We're getting started with this one. Smucker, Stark, Arisial for the side of Chile. Madsen filling in that third player slot for Poland, Fob, and Trigon, as always.
Pretty chill start in this map, and all players, I think, completely even on that spinner too. Maybe it's like, I honestly can't exactly tell with Bancho, honestly. It's Ack. Oh, I didn't see that. Ah, right. That is unfortunate, but it's still going to be an advantage for Poland with that miss from Stark here. Nonetheless.
Yeah, and misses in the early section of this map is really brutal. Usually this map pretty easy until about 350-ish, 400 combo. That's where you really want to get your intro combo.
Nerves for sure playing a part here. Chile needing to win this pick. They've come so far in this tournament and as well in this match. Losing it all now would be heartbreak, as we see a trade from Arisial and Madsen going to keep that lead at 23k score for Poland. And yeah, this really isn't too long of a map either.
Hard pattern right here.
Everyone from almost hitting those wiggles, but Smucker finds a miss.
Wait, Chile's holding.
No! Actually, wow, that's that complete team miss for Poland right now, and suddenly Chile's in the lead out of nowhere. What just happened? Madsen drops again, so does Fob. Stark, despite that early miss, I mean, we said that really wasn't where they should have picked that up. Suddenly is taking Chile all the way against Poland right now to what could be a tiebreaker. A third of the map left to go, and Chile are in a great position to take this. Poland also making their way back up to the map. Combo is the trade from Stark and Fob, going to maintain their lead from Chile, but Stark finds a miss. Is there enough time? There's definitely enough time for Poland to take this, if there's a few more misses on the side of Chile. Arisial holding really well. Trigon finds a miss. There's barely any map left to go. Stark drops yet again, but it's traded by Madsen. Arisial finally finds a drop. Is there anything here left for Poland, or will we be seeing a tiebreaker, ladies and gentlemen? Smucker on that 200 combo. Madsen finds another miss. There's simply not enough time for Poland to take this. It's going to be a tiebreaker on the very first match of the finals week. Wait. Nah, there's not enough time. Surely not. Oh, wow. That was almost...
You were getting a little bit too hypey over there for a second.
No. I was confident.
If there was like 10 more seconds left, that was gonna flip, by the way. But, wow. Chile holding out on this one. Fob and Trigon having the two highest scores in the lobby, except for actually Aristo a little bit higher than Fob. But I mean, still amazing performances from pretty much everybody on this one. And we're going to tiebreaker. This one I did not expect to be able to come out super close on this Nomad 3. I thought Poland had this one as an advantage, but I mean Chile just showed up so hard on this one. We're getting into the tiebreaker. Oh man.
I mean, if I called that and then it wasn't, I would have been so devastated, but the slider, that slow slider at the end simply just didn't allow Poland to take it. I mean, yeah, if there was even 2 more seconds left of patterns in that map, it could have been over, but no, we are seeing a tiebreaker. Sound Architect, or
Architect.
Yeah, no,
Right.
I don't know why I read that. I don't know why, but like for some reason, okay, it's 4 AM and like I looked at the word and it just didn't look right to me. That's why I said it again.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay, buddy.
What do you think of this tiebreaker? Do you think there's any specific advantage for either team right now?
Well, okay. So far, Chile. Taemin has been playing very, very well on a lot of the mechanical picks. I think Taemin will be coming in for Chile. Aristo has also been playing very, very well. I think Aristo's probably in a very good state to be able to do good on this. The third player for Chile, I don't know who it's going to be. It could be Smucker, it could be Stark. It's going to be either one of those two for sure. Right? Either one of them I think is pretty good. Poland, on the other hand, you have Trigon and Fob. Like, it's the Trigon and Fob story. I think Philo is definitely the best third player for this map. Philo probably their best mechanical player as a whole. But it's really going to be just keep up with Fob and Trigon. I mean, that's impossible. I'm sorry, it's impossible to keep up with Fob and Trigon. They're going to do really well on this. I think Trigon is going to do a bit better than Fob on something like this. This is Trigon's kind of bread and butter. You do see Stark as the third player for Chile. It's really about, can Chile as a team overcome Fob and Trigon, or will Philo be able to bring it home for Poland as the third player? Kind of defeat Chile in the tiebreaker. We'll have to see going into this one. No hidden.
It all comes down to this.
Fob hidden.
Okay, that does make sense. Fob hidden, of course. I mean, definitely not really too unexpected. As Benchu does a little bit of a lag at the start of this. Hopefully no real complications from the players, and it's just a little bit of a server issue. But okay, I think we're finally going to get into it now. All players in here, and that wasn't a miss from Fob. It was just a Bancho moment. Wow, I mean, it's all come down to this. Finally, I mean, we're here at the tiebreaker. Who will be moving forward in the losers bracket, Chile or Poland? Taemin, Stark, Arisil, Fob, Trigon, and Philo. It's all up to these players right now. Double from Chile is going to be that first lead here for Poland now, but this map, an absolute juggernaut at 6 minutes long. There's so much time here for drama to happen within these two teams, but entire team miss already so far out of Chile, and Poland looking very confident so far.
Yeah, I mean, Poland's already got this is a massive lead, by the way, for tiebreaker. They're cooking it so far. Like, I'm speechless. It's already going to be like 70,000 points on a tiebreaker. Triple FC still already at 800 combo, and we've seen like 10 misses from Chile. 1 miss from Philo. It's just complete domination already from Poland on this one. Finally a miss from Fob.
Yep, Trigon doing really well here too. Still holding onto that combo, that double S in fact. Now, past 1,000, 4 digits is here for that Polish anchor that has brought them over the line so many times. Might be doing it here again. Fob finds another drop, but look at those misses just come down, falling like rain on the Chileans, and simply not good enough against these Polish scores right now. Finally, Trigon does drop that FC, and Chile's going to start making a little bit of leeway, but I mean, there's still so much left to go here, and with that team miss yet again, they just can't match Poland right now. It's back out to 6 digits, and this is looking very, very dire right now for Chile. They need to lock in immediately if they want a chance of bringing this back. Can it happen, though?
It's looking really, really grim for Chile, unfortunately, here. I mean, Trigon is just destroying this map as we expected of Trigon, but Chile's just not finding any combo whatsoever. I think Mauricio's 500 combo here is the first time they've ever touched 500 so far on this map, which is really not that good. They're making a little bit of ground here, though. Mauricio wants to start holding combos. Tammy needs to be able to hold at least some semblance of a combo. Philo is like collapsing very slightly, but it's not enough, especially with the hyperwalk section. Mauricio missing. 100,000 gap, they see it.
Yeah, they know how far down they are and how much they need to climb what seems an almost insurmountable gap here from Poland that they have built for themselves. Can Chile bring it back in the second half of this map? The break is past them. They now know they need to hold those combos and start pulling that score lead back toward themselves. Philo does find a miss, but Chile is going to need to hold on and see a lot more from Poland, but that's simply not happening right now. Stark does still hold that combo, but that double miss from Tamine and Mauricio. Fob does miss, and so does Trigon here. Philo actually missing just before that too, and Stark really holding on very well for Chile. Does bring that lead around 13k score down towards them, but they're still going to need so many more drops out of Poland, and to keep holding on if they want a chance here. It's really, I mean, it's still a huge task for them with a third of the map left to go.
They need like 2 or 3 triple misses from Poland to be able to even claw back this 100,000 point lead. Like 100,000 points on a tiebreaker that's 6 minutes is massive. It's like 200,000 points on any other map, and we're just seeing Chile's not holding combos at all, except for Stark. I mean, he's got a 2k combo pretty much at this point, but Mauricio and Tammy not holding anywhere near that kind of combo.
Yep, Trigon and Fob setting this map up so well so far. Philo also doing their part, but in the end here, it's simply not enough. Stark drops that massive combo as well. Not enough for Chile to really just have any chance of bringing this back. The biggest lead now for the Polish side. Mauricio drops yet again. It is all over. You have to say now there's just not enough. This really intense section is simply going to favor Poland, as Chile cannot hold on to their combos whatsoever. 6-digit lead. It's simply going to stay that way. Poland walk away in the end despite an incredible fight back from Chile in this match, bringing it back from 5-2 all the way to 6 each. Poland simply too strong, too consistent, and too good to end this map out. Trigon topping that off with a 960k as well, completely gapping the rest of the lobby. And there we go. I mean, 970 in the end as well. Poland moved through in the losers bracket. They escape their terrifying opponents in Chile, who unfortunately, commiserations of course, will be going home here. But they can't be mad at themselves of what a battle they put up.
Yeah, super well fought battle from Chile, all things considered. Trigon, is he going to reach 1 mil? No, just under 1 mil, but 99.9 AC on that tiebreaker. Only 3 misses? 3 misses, yeah. 3 misses is insanity. You can just look at everybody else had at least 10 times the amount of misses than Trigon on this one. Trigon pretty much made up most of the diff, but again, Philo as well. Even though they were the third player for Poland, outperformed Fob, and they outperformed every single member on Chile, so huge congratulations to Poland. They're going to be moving on. They're going to be playing against the winner of the matchup that's going to be coming right now, actually. So I'm going to introduce your new casters for the Finland and Canada match I'm going to be replacing myself and Maito. We're going to be getting Ash Ketchum and El Skefe to take you guys to this one. You guys can take it away.
Yep. See you all later. Thank you very much for watching that, and yeah, we'll see you all around. Bye.